Hi, this is Malinki. Welcome to my channel, Voice of Malinki. Hope you all are safe and doing well in this pandemic situation. So today I will deliver the 7th lecture of COVID-19 lecture series. This lecture will be all about SARS-CoV-2 recent variants. As of March 2021, the genetic diagnostic laboratories have detected over 24,000 mutations in 7,000 variants of SARS-CoV-2. So it's a huge, right? And continuously the virus is changing itself. We are applying our science to kill them. They are also very much desperate to maintain their existence in the world. That is the real challenge for us to make detection kit and vaccines. Although scientists are also very much dedicated to their science and trying to update their vaccine based on those viral mutants. I will just focus on 4 main variants of the strain in my lecture. And if you are new in my channel, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So the first one is Lineage D614G. So this is the most dominant form in the pandemic. So most of us were infected by this strain and its structure is already established and published. I have already explained them in my previous video. If you haven't gone through them, I would strongly suggest you to go through those lectures. Links are provided in the description box. So actually what we know so far, all the structural proteins like this M protein, E protein, envelope protein and N protein. So these all structural protein, they are mostly conserved. That is, they generally don't get changed. But the only thing is the spike protein or S protein that is tremendously mutation prone and that is mutating very fast. So this is the actual thing that SARS-CoV-2 uses for their entry into our body. So if we can block this entry point, that is this S protein, we can stop the infection, and the virus knows that. It is trying to alter this entry point continuously. It wants even more tight binding with our host cell receptor so that it can be spread more rapidly. It always wants a fast spreading so that it can dominate the world. Now, lineage D614G, it is also not the ancient variant. So it was also mutated from a past strain. Still, we don't know which mutation actually caused the pangolin strain to attack human. But we can only say based on the data that this strain is dominant form in this current pandemic. Right? So, and a D614G mutation occurred in spike protein. So that means, and it is like D614G, that means the aspartic acid is changed into a glycine residue in amino acid position 614 of the spike protein. And this mutant has a higher transmission rate than the previous strain. That's why it spreads so fast. That's why it is so much infectious. Next is Lineage B117. So this is an UK variant because the first case was reported in UK in November 2020. So it has been suggested that this variety may have originated in a chronically infected immunocompromised person. That gives the virus a long time to replicate and evolve. Again, the mutation was found in the virus's spike protein. So it is a N501Y mutation. That means asparagine is changed into a tyrosine residue in amino acid position 501 of the spike protein. These made the virus more infectious. It increases the transmissibility 40 to 80% than the previous one. It began to spread rapidly. This is the reason why this virus is changing itself so fast, just to spread itself in a great pace. So this is a false color image of B117 variant under the transmission electron microscopy or TEM. So this green color is the spike protein. Next is B135 on lineage. So it is a South African variant, as the first case was detected in South Africa in October 2020. And the mutation was found in spike protein. So they have three kinds of mutation. K417N mutant, that means lysine residue is changed to asparagine residue in amino acid position 417 of the spike protein. Then E484K mutant. Here, a glutamic acid residue is changed into a lysine residue in amino acid position 484 of the spike protein. And the third one is N501Y mutant. So here an asparagine residue is altered to tyrosine residue in amino acid position 501 of the spike protein. So it has been reported that the prevalence of the variant was higher among young people with no underlying health conditions and more frequently causes serious illness in such cases than other variants. And it is very much frustrating, and it has been also noted that the variant spreads faster than other earlier variants of this virus, and they are capable of attaching more easily to human cell. So it's very much frustrating, but hope science will find its own way very soon. Next is P1 lineage. It is a Brazil variant. It was detected in Japan on January 2021 in 4 people who had arrived in Tokyo having visited Amazonas, Brazil 4 days earlier. So, some people just returned from the Brazil trip and were found to carry this mutant in Japan. Mutation was again found in spike protein. 3 types of mutation we find here. First one is N501Y mutant, where asparagine residue is changed into a tyrosine residue in amino acid position 501 of the spike protein. Next is E484K. So here a glutamic acid is changed into lysine residue in amino acid position 484 in the spike protein. And the third one is K417T mutant, where a lysine residue is changed into a threonine residue in amino acid position 417 of the spike protein. And these strain can produce nearly 10 times more viral load than in other COVID-19 infected persons. And it showed 1.4 to 2.2 times higher transmissibility. The strain was more successful infecting younger humans with no gender differential. That means the new strain is finding the opportunity to infect younger generation that was absent, or you can say less, in case of old strain. That's terrific, right? The virus is so cunning, it's continuously trying to improve its capacity to kill us. It could be 10 to 80% more lethal. It is capable of evading 25 to 61% of immunity from previous coronavirus diseases. That is, it is trying to escape from our immunity, and that leads to the possibility of reinfection. Because our body is helpless now, it cannot recognize the virus for the second time also. So that's the situation. In this situation, what can we do? Stay home, try to avoid crowd, increase your immunity, keep faith on science and scientists. Stay fearless, stay strong. Stay with me for the next exciting video. Bye-bye.